Process flow. It's possible to create flows based on automation tasks, which will allow different jobs to be run in order and dependent on the last job being run successfully. The example you can see is we can do a temporary file cleanup, a recycle bin cleanup, etc., etc., etc. So one thing can be based on something else. To create them, we go into Settings, Process Flow, and Add. We can then create a sequence of automation tasks, and we can change the sequence based on success or failure. The following video will show you how this is all created. To create a process flow, we go to Settings and navigate down to IT Automation and click on Process Flow. The screen will open with 3 templates already created, and I want to do my own one, so I click on Add. All I can do then is to click on Start, which I do. It asks me for, as it says, child information and a template name. I'm going to call mine AC Test for today. I can then categorize what I want to do, and I'm going to do firstly some printer configuration. And the task that I want to do is to enable a shared printer, so I click on Add. Having done that, I can drag over to enabling shared printer and select it. What it then allows me to do is to create another child process. So if the enabling was successful, I would then like it to do some system power management, and I'd like it to do a system log off. So I'm going to click on Add, and I add my second process in. After my system log off, I'm going to select another child, and in this example, what I want to do this time, if it's successful, if it's logged me off, I want to do some software management, and I want to install some software, and I click on Add. So basically I'm writing a process to determine what I want to do with my AC test. Upon completion, I click on Save. I now have my AC test template called the process flow template. To the right of the screen, I have an option that says Create Process Flow, which I'm going to click on because my template is fine, but I need to do something. So once again, let's call it AC Test for uniformity. Description I'll skip, and I nixed it. The tool then says to me, okay, you want to enable a shared printer? Do you want to apply a task for nodes or for a particular instance? I'm going to go with nodes, and my criteria will be at a node level, and all I'm going to do is apply this criteria today to one machine, which happens to be this one. So I add that across. I could choose a credential profile if I needed to, but for the moment I'm going to click on to Next because I've picked my laptop I want this to happen to. So I've got my host, I nixed it again. It's then taking me down to system log off. So if I nixed it again, it then says to me, what do you want to do for log off? I want to do a log off. Notice I can choose host as unavailable, choose credentials unavailable. So because I want to do a log off only, I nixed it. And then the system has gone down to software installation. I nixed it, and it asks me which piece of software do I want to install. Now, if I had many different packages created, I could pick them. I only have one, which is the 7-zip, so I nixed it. So basically, I've gone through what I want these things to do. I've told them in the design what they are, and I've now told them what they have to do. As you can imagine, I would now have to select my schedule of hourly, daily, weekly, monthly, once. I don't want this to happen in my system, so I'm going to disable it. I'd like to be notified when I'm finished, and I'm going to notify to the particular email rule we set earlier. I save what I've done, and that would now, if it had been enabled, would now have followed that process whenever I told it to happen. You can see the process flow in here is ready to go if it had been scheduled. The schedule had not started, therefore it's not being sent. If it had been sent, it would have gone, and I could have checked the status of where my process flow had actually got to. So the massive benefit of this is we can create a process and schedule it for things to happen once the last thing has gone in and done. So we could install software, we can manage machines, we can do lots of clever things with a process flow template.